name is Kathy, and today I'll be discussing how to use homeopathic remedies on ailments, continuing with ailments starting with the letter H. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Please refer to my How to Use Homeopathic Remedies video before using the material in this video. I'll be discussing how to use homeopathic remedies on specific ailments, but I've broken these ailments into categories for easier reference. I'll begin with ailments of the mind and emotions, then move on to ailments of the brain and nervous system, then I'll address issues with your skin, nails, and hair, then conditions of the eyes, ears, and nose, then ailments of the teeth and gums, then issues with lungs and respiration, then ailments of the heart, blood, and circulation, then ailments of the muscles, bones, and joints, then ailments of the esophagus, stomach, and duodenum, then ailments of the small and large intestines, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas, then ailments of the kidney and bladder, then ailments specific to women, ailments specific to men, and issues of the hormones and metabolism, and after that I'll address the issues of homeopathic remedies on infections, infestations, and the immune system. Then issues surrounding fertility and pregnancy and surrounding childbirth and postnatal problems. Then homeopathic remedies that address special problems in infants, ailments and diseases in childhood, and special issues of adolescence. And finally, special issues of the elderly. Constitutional treatment involves treating the totality of the individual person. Everyone is a unique individual with a unique physiology and responds to substances differently. In homeopathy, it is recognized that people will react strongly to certain remedies, and as a result of this, they can be loosely placed into different categories called constitutional types. Homeopaths talk of, for example, phosphoric types. These are people who react strongly to phosphorus, or arsenicum album types, those who react strongly to arsenicum album. The belief is that people of one type share similarities in terms of body shape, character, and personality, and the sorts of diseases from which they suffer. As an example, Natrum Mur people tend to be pear-shaped, have a dark complexion, be fastidious and rigid in personality, and keep themselves to themselves. They also crave salt and suffer from constipation. As another example, lycopodium types tend to be tall, gangly, and of stooped appearance, with an anxious expression and a craving for sweets and a propensity to produce intestinal gas. Of course, constitutional types have their limitations. In reality, each person is an individual, and so there are as many constitutional types as there are human beings. An account must be taken of the sum total of the person's inherent predispositions, past illnesses, diet, general reactions to the environment, intellectual and emotional features, and general attitude towards life. This is what is meant by constitutional treatment. I'll be making detailed videos on the various constitutional types after I've completed the use of homeopathic remedies on ailments. The ideas, procedures, and suggestions in this video and in all of my homeopathic videos are not intended as a substitute for the medical advice of a trained health professional. Consult your physician before adopting the suggestions in this video. If you are pregnant, do not attempt these techniques without the approval of your physician. So, let us continue with learning how homeopathic treatments can help with mental and emotional ailments. Today, we will continue with mental and emotional ailments that begin with the letter H. Hallucinations. In the normal waking state, our perceptions are real in the sense that they are caused by external stimuli. But if we're under hypnosis or suffering from lack of food or sleep or deprivation of normal stimuli, or are experiencing great emotional stress or taking hallucinogenic drugs or drinking large quantities of alcohol, the mind begins to manufacture its own stimuli, as it does in dreams, and we hallucinate. Standard Western medical treatment for hallucination is by drugs in the first instance, followed by treatment of the underlying cause. Homeopathy offers constitutional treatments and also the following emergency remedies. Most people, when they are ill, suffer not only from the basic diagnostic symptoms of the disease, but also from other symptoms that are specific to each person. In orthodox medicine, these individual symptoms are mostly unimportant, but in homeopathy, they are vital for giving the correct prescription. This is why different patients may receive different remedies for the very same disease. Constitutional treatment involves treating the totality of the individual person. This involves taking into account the sum total of the individual's inherent predispositions, past illnesses, diet, general reactions to the environment, intellectual and emotional features, and general attitudes towards life in general. Some important additional things that can be done to strengthen the body so that it can focus on healing itself are proper nutrition first and foremost, and a comprehensive vitamin and mineral supplementation program, which I've outlined in my videos on this topic in my Maintenance of Good Health playlist. If hallucinations are accompanied by confusion, extreme agitation, or physical symptoms, then see a regular doctor within 2 hours. The homeopathic remedies, specific homeopathic remedies are to be taken every 10 to 15 minutes for up to 10 doses in acute situations or while waiting for help. 1. For people experiencing terrifying visions, loss of memory, giddiness, and a tendency to fall backwards, particularly if the person has taken LSD or other hallucinogenic drugs, use Absinthium 6C. 2. For people experiencing hallucinations that transform even a spoonful of water into a huge lake or a small crack into a gaping chasm, and the person is shaking and trembling, use Agaricus 6C. 3. For people experiencing hallucinations, mainly visual, usually of monsters with hideous mouths and eyes, the person has a hot red face and staring eyes, use Belladonna 30C. 4. For people experiencing a slowed sense of time in which seconds seem like hours with uncontrollable laughter, use Cannabis Ind 6C. 5. For people experiencing hallucinations accompanied by great suspiciousness, quarrelsomeness, and obscene behavior, use Hyoscyamus 6C. For people experiencing hallucinations and are drowsy and lapse into heavy sleep, use Opium 6C. 7. For people experiencing hallucinations and are very talkative and say prayers, hears voices, and sees hosts and spirits, use Stramonium 6C. Hypochondria. Hypochondria is characterized by an obsessive anxiety about the workings of one's own body. These people often buy lots of medicines and are constantly consulting one doctor after another. Specific remedies. These homeopathic remedies can help with hypochondria and are to be taken 4 times daily for up to 14 days while waiting for constitutional treatments to kick in. 1. For the person suffering from hypochondria that is obsessed with heart disease and their skin is dry and scaly, use Calcarea 6C. 2. For the person suffering from hypochondria that complains of burning pains, feels anxious, restless, chilly, and is thirsty for small sips of water, use Arsenicum 6C. 3. For the person suffering from hypochondria that is constipated, depressed, and has a muddy complexion, use Natrum Mur 6C. For the person suffering from hypochondria where the main symptom is disordered digestion and the person is also irritable, angry, and behaving violently, use Nux 6C. For the person suffering from hypochondria that fears for his or her sanity, use Calcarea 6C. For For the person suffering from hypochondria who is enforced abstinence from sex, use Conium 6C. It is beneficial for hypochondriacs to exercise regularly, relax and meditate or contemplate. In fact, any activity that encourages body and mind to work in harmony is almost sure to be beneficial. Some important additional things that can be done to strengthen the body so that it can focus on healing are proper nutrition first and foremost, and a comprehensive vitamin and mineral supplementation program, which I've outlined in my videos on these topics in my Maintenance of Good Health playlist. Hysteria. Hysteria is a symptom that is brought on by severe stress, ranging from inability to control the emotions normally to partial paralysis or loss of various sensory functions. Even a very stable person can become hysterical under extreme stress. If you're prone to stress and find your emotions difficult to control, constitutional homeopathic treatments very beneficial. Specific remedies. These homeopathic remedies are to be given once every 15 minutes or once every 2 hours for up to 10 doses depending on the severity of the symptoms. 1. The hysterical person's symptoms are brought on by grief or breaking up of a love affair. There are sudden changes of mood and the person complains of a lump in their throat and other inappropriate symptoms, such as a sore throat that's made better by swallowing. Use Ignatia 6C. 2. The hysterical person's symptoms are accompanied by sensations of floating, levitation, or losing their identity, and sleeplessness. Use Valeriana 6C. 3. The hysterical person is haughty and contemptuous and feels numb and cold. Use Platinum 6C. 4. The hysterical person becomes manipulative and overdramatic, has heart palpitation, and complains of difficulty breathing and tightness in the chest, possibly even asthma. Use Moschus 6C. That's Moschus 6C. 5. The hysterical person becomes asthmatic, develops hysterical cough, feels as if body is about to explode, and the gullet and stomach tend to work in reverse. Food intake causes the person to throw up. Use Asafoetida 6C. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.